Okay, follow. This is an important discussion in law for anybody writing new syllabus. I'll tell you the reason why. In old syllabus, there were few sections which was explicitly removed from syllabus. I will name those sections. You will also remember, if you are part of the classes, not there, we did many sections. Okay. In Prospectus chapter, if you remember, section 24, 30, 33, 38, 41. This was not there, I repeated many times, it was not there in old syllabus. Then if you remember, share capital and debentures chapter, in that 44, 45, 60, 65, 72, I said it is not there. Then if you take charges chapter, it was not there in old syllabus, 81 and 85 was not there. If you take meetings chapter, I would have told section 95 and 93 were not there, correct. Then other chapters are actually not there, nothing else, everything else is there, everything else we had. Section 11 is not there because it's removed from the act itself, not from syllabus. These other sections are there in the act but removed in syllabus for the old syllabus. Meaning what happened in old syllabus, I will again repeat, it was there in the study material, but ICA gave a notification saying don't study. But now what is happening for new syllabus, these sections are present in our book, but ICA has not given any notification with respect to these sections. So I kept telling not there, and that's why I gave a separate handout for you guys, new additions in CA Inter syllabus, not new sections for exam, they are old sections, okay. Now these not there, why I am doing in a separate video and giving you separate material, because tomorrow ICA may come and tell again not there. Then I will remove this video from the class, remove this PDF from the book. But for this peculiar attempt of May 24 and November 24, ICA is silent with respect to this. So we have to study. Now which are the not there's that are still not there? No need to study. So you forget about this. Are you following? This is actually not there. So I am also happy. You are also happy. Okay. In meeting chapter, this 93, not there. Are you following? But remaining everything you can see here. In prospectus, these sections, charges this one, and meetings is part of your study mat, part of syllabus. But each section is a 1 minute section. They are all dummy sections. So I won't say dummy sections, not right to use the word, but they are all tiny sections, C category sections, except one or two which I will ask you to remember for MCQ, which we are going to discuss here with our material. Okay. In fact, some students won't even know that this was part of syllabus unless you study from the study material. Okay. Now follow guys, let me do one by one. Let me go to charges chapter. How I am going to do this part of our classes? When I take a chapter, I am going to revise that chapter for you guys once, and then where 81 and 85 will fit in. Is that okay or no need revision, sir? Just do this section of, you decide. With revision, perfect. Okay, for all these three parts. Okay, fine. Let's go to charge and prospectus first. Charges was section 77(2). Revision is going to be quick guys, like marathon speed. Okay, 77 talks about what? Duty to register the charge. I am going to focus only on the points which are important to remember for exam. Duty to register the charge. You register the charge within 30 days, otherwise next 30 days additional fee, otherwise next 60 days with ad valorem fees. If you don't register the charge, next section is 78, where the charge holder will register the charge. For him, is there any time limit? No. He can register whenever he wants, but whenever a charge holder registers, what he has to do? Tell the ROC. ROC will cross check with the company and wait for 14 days for a reply. That's it. Remember this section guys. So 77 is 30, 30, 60. 78, if the company fails, charge holder will register whenever they want. ROC will check with company and wait for 14 days. What is 79? modification of charge. If there is going to be things like change in interest rate, increase or decrease of limit, change in repayment schedule, these cases, or converting the charge into pari passu charge, then modification means you will immediately intimate ROC as per section 77. Are you guys following? Quick revision for everybody. Okay. But here important points to note, change in interest rate does not include change in bank rate, increase or decrease limit does not include working capital loans. That is what they will test. Okay. Then we also saw types of charges, floating and fixed charge. Floating charge will be crystallized if some conditions are met. Important exam question. Then we moved on to section 80. What was section 80? Date of notice. Whenever charge is registered, deem that everybody is aware of the same. Next is section 81. What we said, not that. Then I will just go to the next sections. 82 and 83. What is 82, 83? 82 is satisfaction of charge. Whenever the loan is repaid or property is settled or the property is released, you will intimate ROC within. But they gave you additional period of 300 days inclusive of 30. So it's 30 plus 270. But you don't write like that. 30 inclusive of 300 inclusive of 30. You can record satisfaction. Are you following, guys? Whenever you apply for satisfaction, ROC will check with the other party. Whenever ROC is checking, he will wait for 14 days for any objection. That was section 82. Correct? What is section 83? If you don't intimate for satisfaction of charge, ROC by themselves will record satisfaction of charge. You repaid loan but didn't tell. So in this case, when they inform satisfaction of charge, ROC informs, what will happen? They will first cancel, then intimate you within 30 days. He won't ask you. Avane cancel pannu solva 30 naal. Are you guys following? Understanding? Clear? This is 83. 84. If you appoint official receiver or official manager, you intimate ROC within 30 days. Do you have the Gen Z notes for this, guys? Are you able to recollect quickly? Can you see the power of Gen Z notes, guys? 5 minutes chapter revision. If you didn't do, I can't do anything. I told 100 times. You use the book. No, nothing else. Don't feel bad. No, just use the book. 84 is intimating ROC. 85, that time I told, not that. 86 is penalty. 87, condonation of delay. That's it. Chapter over. Now the two new sections, 81 and 85. Very simple. You have to maintain what, when I use ROM, what is ROM? Register of members. So I'm going to call it register of charge. You need to maintain a register of charge. Adani took a loan. Maintain a register. Who should maintain that? Who should maintain? Who should maintain? Okay, you are working in a company. Salary you will get. Who will have breakup of salary? Company. And when you get the salary, you will also get that breakup details. Will you throw that or keep it with you? Keep it with me. That means details of salary given to you is with company and with you. Okay, sir, you took a loan from bank. The loan agreement, who will have? Both of them will have. That means register of charges, both should maintain. Who are that both? ROC and company. Maintaining register of charges by company is, sorry, by ROC is 81. 85 is by company. Are you following, guys? That's it. 81, 85. Maintain the register, guys. Section 81 tells ROC should maintain register of charges. 85 tells company should maintain register of charges. That's it. Are you following, guys? That's all. ROC is saying, hey, have you not seen my website? That Ministry of Corporate Affairs, maybe if you saw in class, checked your name and all. That website only is my register of charges. 81 tells, super, enough. So look at 81. Section over. The registrar has to maintain a register of charges. Every such company should register deemed to be maintained on the MCA website. Website are only register of charges. If you want data, anybody can get the data by paying a fees. So you can go to the website and get the fees. Are you following, guys? Clear? Difficult or easier? Nothing great. Okay, fine. Same way, 85 is for company. Company can have what all? You tell me the sections. What is 77? Registration. 79? Modification. 82? Satisfaction. Related to all of this, registration of charge, modification, satisfaction, all details should be maintained by the company, guys. Look at this. Company should keep in the registered office. Company can't tell, hey, website is there. No. You should also keep a copy. Download from website and keep a copy. For all charge, fixed and floating, any modification or satisfaction, and that charge, any document you maintain, someone should sign off. Who's that someone? You tell me, guys. Secretary, company secretary. Secretary means or director or any person authorized by the board of directors. That's it. Nothing to mug up here. They are not saying two directors. Person authorized by board. Are you following? As a shareholder, you can go and inspect the same and get the inspection in business hours. Are you following? Sir, then why, sir? 81, 85, you can still call it not there only, no, sir. Useless section. But what is useful here? Everything, books of accounts, financial statements will be maintained for how many years? Remember, I kept telling 8 years. One thing I told will be maintained permanently. Permanently we will maintain. You will maintain it permanently, guys. Which one? Minutes. Minutes in section 119 and section 118. Minutes and inspection of minutes. Hello? Yes. Will be maintained permanently. The minutes document, minutes of meeting will be maintained permanent. That is the only document which is maintained permanently. That is not the only document. Even the section 85 will be maintained permanently. That's it. Are you following, guys? So, what is maintained permanently, guys? Look at this. Preserve it permanently. Register of charge. And along with this section 119, minutes document is preserved permanently. But look at this. Modification and all 8 years, okay. See, the register we have, no. That register should be kept permanently. Are you following, guys? Clear? That's about it. This is section 81 and 85. Anything new you learnt of? Sir, exam viewpoint. 81, register by ROC is the website. Pay fees and inspect. 85, register of charges by members. Pay fees and inspect for everything. Preserve it permanently. That's it. Over, guys. Are you following? Clear? Let me do the next part. Now, what I will do now, I will revise the whole thing. But let me finish off these sections first because we are in the flow of learning new sections. Meeting chapter, I told you only one new section. In the study mat itself, it's one line. First time, the section in our book is big. Okay. Section 95. If you don't study this also, I don't think anything is going to happen, guys. But my part is to finish each and every section. Section 95, registers to be evidence. Sir, what do you mean by this? I'll give an example. It's a beautiful section you can reuse in other sections for answer. That's why I like this. Now, let's say from Dinesh, I took 1000 rupees today. I told I will repay it tomorrow. He said, okay, sir. He gave it. Now, after I didn't repay. Now, he's asking money. I'm saying, no, when I took the money. So, he went and filed a case on me in the court. Court is asking, what's the proof? What's the proof? He gave in cash. Don't tell, sir, class, you are recording, sir. This is the proof. Without recording, example, you don't use this example, okay. Without recording, in the lunch break, I took from Dinesh 1000 rupees. What is the proof? Eyewitness friend. Dhaneshwar is there. In front of him only I took. But I am telling the court, sir, they are friends, sir. I will also bring witness. Pavitra is coming and telling I didn't take. Now what to do? What is the evidence? Nothing. You didn't create an evidence. Your fault. You can't ask. You lose the case. Judge will ask one thing. Evidence engappa. Where is the evidence? Dinesh will look at the judge. That's it. Are you following, guys? That's what is going to happen. So, what is the evidence? If you send a bank account, GPay, or if you sent a WhatsApp message, I will reply, thank you, I will pay back. Evidence. He sent a mail, it's evidence. That's why they tell, Yeldi Vangiko, get everything in writing, they keep saying. Because oral evidence, even with people you trust, you don't know when they will give it back to you, guys. I know you will trust people close to you, but telling you from experience, get it in writing. It will happen. I have faced it not once, not twice, multiple times. I have gotten it multiple times. So get it in writing. Okay. Now, fine. Like that, for company, what is the evidence? Remember, what is section 88? Register of members. Section 92, annual return. Then we file ordinary resolution, special resolution, many things are there. So all those things are, this registers, copy of annual return is the evidence. Prima facie evidence for any matter. So tomorrow if the ROC comes and tells, hey, you didn't file annual return for 3 years, come on, give penalty. What I will tell? 95. Evidence. Tomorrow if ROC comes and tells, you didn't maintain register of charges, penalty. You didn't maintain books of accounts for 8 years. I will tell, look at section 95, evidence. In electronic or physical. So these things have the power of to be evidence in the court or anywhere. Are you following? That's it, section 95. So 95 means evidence, guys. Register is evidence. Are you following? Do you think this will come in exam? If you are setting the exam paper? No. Don't ask me, sir, why I am teaching. It's part of our syllabus. I am covering it. Okay. But if you know how to frame an answer, if a good question comes, you can include section 95 in an answer where you want to talk about register as evidence. It adds value to your answer. That's it. With this, meetings part also is done. Now are you feeling little relieved? Not there also. It's small ones. Only prospectus chapter, all the 5 sections we have to discuss. Okay. Again, they are small sections. Each section is 2 minutes. I am going to revise full prospectus chapter today. But after I finish these 5 sections, so those who are watching recording, after these 5, nothing new will be there. Okay. There are some important sections in prospectus which are testable in exam. What are the sections? 24, 41. That's it. Okay. If you remember prospectus chapter, section numbers, we had a beautiful flow of remembering section numbers. It was very easy to remember. 23 was what, guys? Who can issue prospectus? 24 we said, not that, I will come to that. 25 was deemed prospectus. 26, contents of prospectus. 27, variation of shareholder rights. 28, offer for sale. 29, demat. No, I am happy that even after a long gap, you are able to recollect the sections. That means that you are remembering. You just have to put that effort for another few days, it will come. 31, shelf prospectus. 32, red herring prospectus. 2 subsection 1, first section, abridged prospectus. Super. 34, 35, 36, 37 is one set. 34, criminal liability. 35, civil liability. 36, fraudulent inducing persons to invest. 37, class action. Then I told 39, 40 is one set. 39 is allotment of securities. 40 is underwriting commission or application to be dealt in stock exchange. 41 we didn't have. 42 was private placement. Are you following, guys? Okay. Now these are the ones, what I wrote in black are the new additions. Let me finish one by one. 24 is nothing, guys. 24 is saying if you are a listed company, along with this chapter, you follow SEBI. That's it. Over 24. What is 24? Let me go up. This is 24, guys. Oh. This is 38. Make that change. This is 24. Okay. So 24. Look at this, guys. What is 24? Nothing to remember that great, guys. What they are saying, for a listed company, SEBI has power to give additional guidelines. You have SEBI in CA final. Wait for it. Sir, law is not there. It's there in self-paced module. There you will learn SEBI is waiting for you. Okay. SEBI is empowered to administer the following provisions for listed company, like issue and transfer of securities. What is section 56, sir? Transfer and transmission of shares. I told transfer deed. I told it's a debt provision, because SEBI is taking care of that to BSc and NSC. So they are saying transfer and transmission we will take care. Non-payment of dividend I will take care. All matters in this chapter relating to prospectus, contents of prospectus, allotment, redemption of preference shares 55, all these will be taken care by SEBI if you are a listed company. That's it. Section 24 over. Are you following, guys? So basically what remember for exam, regulation by SEBI in these cases. Easier. Okay. Are you following, guys? Any doubts? Yes? Doubt? Okay. These sections, if you have not done Gen Z notes also, it's fine. Book itself is just 4 pages. Next section, 30. 30 talks about, if you see 25 is Dean prospectus, separate concept. 26 is contents, separate concept. 27, variation, separate concept. 28, offer for sale, separate concept. 29, demat, separate concept. Like that, 30 also separate concept, where they talk about advertisement of prospectus. This section you can mark it as little important. The next 3 sections I will mark it as important. 30, 33, 38. Maybe possible questions can come, question worthy sections. Okay. Advertisement of prospectus. What is the section saying? You already know the answer, guys. Okay. Before I go to section, if you are giving an advertisement of prospectus, I don't know if you have noticed, recently in Times of India paper, in the last 1-2 months, I am talking about February or March 2024. Okay. If you watched, Times of India front page ad was India Bulls is going for a prospectus. One ad came saying, see, every company goes for IPO. For example, how do you know Zomato went for IPO? How do you know Zomato went for IPO? Social media. Super. What are the IPOs which is happening now? What is the IPO, guys? What is the IPO happening now? Anybody, can you answer? Okay. For example, I will show you. That's why I was just using the system. Now, if I take the current IPOs happening right now or upcoming is in this website. You can see some Bharati Hexagon, then Creative, J Kailash. Currently, nothing is there. It's going to come in few days. Okay. But how do you know about all these companies? Because you went over here. For example, Radio Wala did something some time back. They raised some money. But how do we others know? Sometimes what this company will do, they will give newspaper ad that we are going to go for IPO. Zomato means everybody knows. Are you understanding logic, guys? So have you ever heard of these companies? Radio Wala, Trust Fintech, SRM Contractors. Have you heard of them, guys? No. J Kailash, Namkeen snacks nanikran. I don't know what company. Mixer adina. What are they doing? I think Mixer only. What is Creative Graphics Solution doing? What is K2 Infragen doing? I don't know. Okay, it's not given here. Only if you go to the web consultants, whatever. So this company wants to give a newspaper ad that we are going for an IPO, FPO. That is section number 30. When they are saying we go for an ad, what is mandatory in that ad is that what are contents of MOA? Object clause, situation clause, name clause, capital clause, liability clause. Correct? All those should be there in the advertisement. Clauses of MOA. Now go read. When an advertisement of any prospectus is published in any manner, it shall contain the following details: objects, liability, amount of share capital, signatories, capital structure. What is this? Clauses of MOA. It's not there. That's why I wrote in simple words. Details of MOA clauses to be added in prospectus advertisement. That's all. Over. Nothing new. You know everything. So basically, section 30 is saying when you are advertising a prospectus, MOA clause details you give here, but don't use the word MOA in exam. You write the class names, they won't know. Don't write capital clause, capital details, liability details, then signatories details, capital structure, object. Name of company is anyway there in prospectus. Address will anyway be there. So they didn't bring it over here. Are you following, guys? Clear? Easy, section 30. But I don't know, this little testable, he can test. So we are done with it. Next is 33. Again the lining is very good. What is 31? Shelf prospectus. 32. Red herring prospectus. So what is the leftover prospectus? Abridged prospectus. 2 subsection 1 defines what is abridged prospectus. But 33 talks about abridged prospectus when it is not needed. That's it. When I don't need abridged prospectus. In other words, follow, guys. This is important. This is an important area. Abridged prospectus is always needed because I showed you. Did we see prospectus in the class? 400 pages. Do you think you can read? Our law book itself is some 200 pages, I think, 200, 300. How will you read 400 pages of prospectus of some company? So, every company issuing prospectus should give an abridged prospectus of short 20-30 pages. Briefer they have to give. It is very much mandatory. Are you following, guys? In that brief is mandatory for all companies. But in some cases, abridged prospectus is not mandatory. What are those cases? It's not needed. See, every application form of shares shall be accompanied by an abridged prospectus. Not needed only in 3 cases: either underwriting, rights, or shares or debentures not issued to public. That means what? Private placement. Correct? Why? Can we guess why here not needed? Logic. Underwriting agreement, already the bank will check the terms. It's a big one party. Rights issue, they already know about us. Why to again give data? Can I keep telling the same thing again and again? Same topic, 150 hours dividend chapter. So you already know about this. Then shares or debentures not issued to public. That means private placement. Private placement means known person only. Why to give full data? So this can become an important MCQ question. Are you following, guys? Everybody with me? Rahul following? Okay. Perfect. With this, section 33 also is done. 38 and 41 alone I have to do. 38 also is reasonably important. 41 not so much. Okay. What is 38? Now, let me again show you the IPOs over here. If you see the IPOs, in prospectus chapter I discussed, it's not easy to get an IPO in India, correct? For allotment. For example, this is currently going on now, before, yeah. If you take some good company which went for an IPO, which is hard to get, shares. Okay, it's like this, guys. Leave IPO. In IPO, what happens? 100 people will apply. Only 1 or 2 will get. Correct? We discussed that in Zomato, all that we saw. It's like, let's say you want to join a college, Loyola College. Okay. Demand is very high in Chennai. They will get thousands of applications. They will select only a few. In that few, I was also not there. I also applied, rejected. Then I came to CA. Okay, fine. Meaning I wanted to go to college, but I didn't get, so I decided not to go. to any other college, leave the different story. Now what you will do, if you want seat somewhere but you are not getting, what you will do? What you will do? What I did for Loyola College is 10 applications I gave. One application was 1000 rupees. I somehow wanted it badly that time. So I took 10 applications. Karthik M Karthik, Karthik. Name I changed. Mobile number, dad's number, mom's number, my number, different email ID. Some 10 applications I gave. I realized wasted of money only, nothing else. But like this for share application, olden day, now it's online. But olden days application used to be physical. Like that, if a shareholder is changing his name, now we have Aadhaar. That time no Aadhaar. PAN also was only that. That's it. So easily people can give multiple applications for the same person, so that one click out. It's like a lucky draw. I'll put 10 times. Only one you should put. But 10 times I will put. Any one will come. Correct? But is it right? So the law is saying today it's not possible practically because you apply online. It's linked to your Aadhaar and PAN. So only one application they will reject it. You have to give authentication. Okay, through bank account. But those days I will give multiple applications. If you do like that, section 38 tells what? Punishment. That's it. What is section 38? Punishment for personalization for acquisition of securities. Trying to get securities, make the section change. I think print came as 34, just make it 38. Okay, I'll change it in the next version, but yeah. Intention behind this section is not to allow allotment of securities for fictitious names. I will put dummy names for application. Those days no ID proof also, 1990s, 1985. Now only we have everything which is streamlined. Now itself people have multiple Aadhaar. I saw, I recently met a guy, he has 2 Aadhaar cards. I don't know how he got. Okay, fine. So now itself it's still there, but those days remember, imagine get ID proof. So they are saying anyone applying for shares in fictitious name or doing multiple application or different combination of his name or surname, I just told surname first and by changing it, or directly or indirectly induce the company to allow the shares for fictitious name, Dhoni, even the company will think, hey, Dhoni is applying for my company, like that. In simple words, if you are making dummy identity for allotment just to increase your chance of allotment, you will be liable. Consequence of above registration, the above person getting allotted in fictitious name is liable as a shareholder. The court may order for disgorgement of any gain. What is disgorgement? We saw in section 125. Court will cancel your shares. You don't deserve it. That money that you gave will be transferred to section 125 IEPF. What you will do? Go home. Are you following, guys? Imprisonment, not that. Be happy. Otherwise, you can't go home also. Are you following? Practically, this is not possible today, guys, because of technological change. But examiner knows that this section is not specifically excluded as of now. Are you following? Easier. 38, what to remember? Fictitious name. So again, let me revise these sections. Sir, for exam, what is the key point I should remember, sir? I don't have time now. 24. SEBI takes over the prospectus points for listed companies. Next. 30. Advertisement of prospectus contain clauses in MOA. That's it. 33. Abridged prospectus mandatory in all cases, not needed for underwriting rights or issued to known people like private placement. Next. 38. If somebody is giving multiple applications, then he will be liable. His registration may be valid, depends on what court, but you can't do it. You can't give multiple fictitious name, different combination of surname, etc. Are you following? All small sections, guys. Okay. Last one, 41. GDRs. What is GDR? Global Depository Receipt. With this section I will close. I hope you guys are following, understanding of what is GDR. Global Depository Receipt. Yes, full form, good. This was there before also. Because of introduction of foreign company in our syllabus, foreign company chapter we have ADR, American Depository Receipt. Sorry, we have domestic we have IDR, Indian depository receipt in foreign company. I'll explain what this is in a simpler way. Again, practically it has not much use, but concept you should know because it's part of our book. Let's say we have Pavitra, who's an investor in shares. She wants to buy in NSE and BSE. Are you following? So you can buy with all the apps that you have. We also have something called NASDAQ. What is that? US stock exchange. How we have NSE, BSE, they have something called NASDAQ, US stock exchange. That's where you can buy and sell shares like Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. Make My Trip is a US company. All these companies' shares are available to buy and sell in US stock exchange. Pavitra is saying Indian companies are waste, sir. I want to buy US company shares. Why can't globalization? Why can't I invest? FEMA will come. Hey, don't invest. But today it's easily possible. We have many mobile apps like IndMoney, Vested, VSTD. Then you're saying something, okay. Many apps, small box, like that small box. I don't want to, I think some scam or something is there. So I don't know. So I don't want to use. Okay. You check, guys. Now, check, you do your due diligence, your auditors. Okay. Fine. And you can, Pavitra can download that app, take a selfie, do KYC, put that OTP. She can start buying Apple, Tesla shares today. Okay. But this was not the case before because we didn't have apps. We didn't even have stock exchange. Correct? Or stock exchange was there, but technology didn't grow that much. So what happened? What if Apple wanted to sell it, let's say, if Pavitra wants to buy shares of Apple, look at this. I've explained the whole thing over here in very simple terms. If you read this, you will understand, but I will explain it to you from my side. Yeah, 41. See, what you can see here is what is GDR, which you will read it, you will understand. Okay. Provision is coming over here. What is the provision only? We will come to that later. But let me explain what it is. What Apple will do, Apple will give Apple's share to NASDAQ, their depository, whoever is that. It will be attached to this depository will give it to NSE, BSE. Here we have CDSL and NDS. I am just giving you a brief, I am not getting into details, guys. We don't need the process. From here, through a custodian, there will be some banks who will give backing. So, this is the main security. They will create another security called GDR. And Pavitra will now buy GDR, and this GDR is listed in BSE, NSE. This GDR is listed in NSE and BSE. If Apple price goes up, this GDR price will go up. Are you getting it? It's like a derivative kind. So if Apple price comes down, this GDR price will come down. This share GDR will be listed in NSE, BSE only. People can buy and sell, but its main source of value comes from Apple. Are you following? So this is called a global depository receipt issued by a custodian bank. A bank will take care of this. A custodian bank will take custody of this Apple shares and give it to you. Who is the actual shareholder? You only. But it's going through multiple sources over there. Are you following, guys? So do you have voting power? Yes. Will you get dividend bonus? Yes. That depends on the agreement you make. That depends on each GDR agreement. So Apple will tell agreement we will change. For GDR's agreement is different. Are you following, guys? We don't have to worry about it. The act itself says GDR terms and rights depends on each GDR. Are you following, guys? You got the context and gist stuff. I don't want to go in depth. Are you following? Clear? So now GDR is for buying shares of global companies apart from US. If you want to buy US company, our example Apple, it's called ADR, American Depository Receipt. Then what is IDR? Indian Depository Receipt. Can you guess? What if Elon Musk wants to buy shares in India? So foreign nationals buying Indian shares. So IDR, if GDR is listed in NSE BSE, where would IDR be listed? NASDAQ. Are you following? So what will happen? This also is part of syllabus. In foreign company chapter you will have it. In NASDAQ we have IDRs which foreign nationals buy. In BSE you will have GDRs or ADRs which Indians will buy. This what you buy represents those companies, what they buy here represents Indian companies. Are you following? But today directly I will buy. No need all this. Okay. Clear? What is important for exams, sir? Are they going to ask me what is GDR? No. If they ask also you can write. If you want to issue GDR, company has to pass. And for this we have some rules called GDR rules 2014. As for we don't have that in study mat, so no, we are not studying. Pass special resolution. The receipt can be private, public, listed or unlisted. Sir, just you are saying just no listed. It can even be unlisted issue. Private holding. Are you following, guys? And the receipts GDR shall be issue of new shares, sponsored shares against the shares already held by the company. So there are two securities. Tesla will have Tesla main shares in NASDAQ. Its corresponding GDR in India for a small percentage. GDR, Tesla means ADR. American company ADR. Australian company GDR. Are you following, guys? So he's asking, sir, what about the voting, ROI? Everything depends on agreement. The voting, everything depends on the agreement. And the depository holder cannot vote until they are converted into equity shares. Again, this depends on agreement. Agreement decided by each company, whether you can vote, whether you can't vote. Are you following, guys? So sometimes they will give voting power, sometimes they don't give voting power. As per agreement, you can make the changes. See, however, he can vote based on agreement of issue. But default setting is they are saying you cannot vote. But I can change it. It's like saying in Companies Act notice is 21 days. If I want, I can make it 50 days by amending articles. Quorum for a private company is 2. But if I want, I can amend and make it 10. Correct? So here, generally you can't vote unless you convert to shares. But agreement you can allow you to vote. That's it. Sir, what to remember for exam in section 41 GDRs? Only 3 points. What resolution to pass? Special resolution. Next. Can they vote? Generally no, but agreement you can allow for voting. That's it. Are you following, guys? Detailed explanation of GDR I have given it here. See, imagine you want to invest in a company that's based in other country, let's say Australia, but it's not easy for you to buy and sell stocks directly on their stock exchange. That's where GDR comes in. Global deposit receipt is like a certificate issued by a bank, let's say SBI India, custodian bank I told you, correct? Outside the company's home country, Australia. This certificate represents a certain number of shares of the foreign company. So instead of buying the actual shares on foreign exchange, you can buy this GDRs on your local stock exchange. It's a way for investors like you to invest in foreign companies without dealing in the complexities of different stock markets. GDRs make it more convenient for global investors to put their money into companies from around the world. Are you understanding? Easy? Understood, guys? With this we are done with all the new sections. Look at the 4 pages. Prospectus 24, 30, 33, Prospectus 38, 41, charges 81, 85, meetings 95. That's it. Are you guys following? Easy, huh? You don't even have to study after going home. I told 5 days fully law. Just do this. Okay. I keep telling you guys, use ChatGPT a lot, use technology, AI a lot. Leave the exams. Now don't sit and work on that, but very important to use AI. I don't have time, but I'm still trying to. I'm going to create time after the exams and do courses on AI myself, because if you are not going to do courses now, I'm not going to take class. I'm going to learn. Already there are many courses. how to use AI everywhere to use it better and improve your productivity. It's very important. You are going to learn that. I keep telling in every class. Sir, why sir are you not doing it? This paragraph, can you see here? This I didn't write. ChatGPT wrote. I took it from ChatGPT, customized it, made some changes, put it in the book. I added that bracket country. ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT, how will you explain to a student what is GDR? It gave me this. Then I gave 2 more iterations. Then I liked an answer. I picked, made small edits. We have it here. This is not in study mat. ChatGPT answer, guys. Are you following? So I am saying why you keep using AI. Okay, following. See, this is a very small use case. If you are following AI, can do so many things. But keep in mind, over the next 3 to 4 years, apart from CA, you will upskill yourself in using AI tools. That's it. Okay. With this, we will close the new additions. Any doubts, online students? Okay. Fine. Thank you.